Hey, Southern California, hopefully you're having a great weekend so far on this Saturday afternoon. The weather headlines are all about the heat. We're feeling it anywhere from the coastline all the way through Imperial County. And I know I sound like a broken record, but we still have an extreme heat warning in effect for Imperial County through tomorrow evening. Our San Diego County desert's also under an extreme heat warning through 8 p.m. tomorrow night. And then newly issued yesterday, a heat advisory in effect for the San Diego County valleys and mountains, so Escondido, Poway, El Cajon, through Julian, Alpine. Those are spots that are going to be extremely warm. It isn't necessarily because we're going to be breaking any records in terms of temperatures with these heat alerts issued, but it's the humidity that's making it feel so much worse, and we're not getting much relief during the overnight hours either. So here's a bigger picture. Look at the satellite and radar. First of all, our big ridge of high pressure is still centered over the Four Corners region. This is the culprit for all of the heat over the past month or so. And then the heat alerts that extend all across parts of central and northern California through much of Nevada into Arizona, Utah, also under heat alerts at this time. And as long as that high pressure system is nearby, it's going to continue to feed in the tropical moisture and also the very warm temperatures. Depending on where that high goes, it could bring us some thunderstorm chances starting tomorrow. That's part two of the forecast we'll talk about in just a second. Meantime, look at the heat wave region wide. Right now, 118 degrees in Death Valley. Could be worse, right? It is 100 in Bakersfield, 99 in Fresno. You have to go all the way up to San Francisco to find some cooler air. It is 65 degrees there, 77 in Santa Barbara. But boy, Phoenix is baking at 105. And even in parts of New Mexico, it's warm there too, 92 in Albuquerque. I want to take you outside right now. Here's a live look from San Marcos. This is looking towards the north. You're noticing a lot of sunshine out there. We're not seeing any of the cumulus or cumulonimbus clouds building up like yesterday. And because we have more sun than clouds, that allows our temperatures to climb a lot faster. So it's noticeably warmer today than yesterday. 79 degrees is the current temperature at the airport in San Diego. A northwest breeze at 14 miles per hour. Look at the dew point. It is at 67. Anytime our dew points get into the upper 60s to low 70s, that is a tropical air mass at play. 111 in Borrego Springs this afternoon. Temecula is now at 100 degrees. You can see why we have the heat alerts in place. 88 in Escondido. La Mesa is at 91. Check out Pine Valley, just shy of 100 degrees, sitting at 99. 110 for us in Brawley. Overnight tonight and tomorrow morning, if you're looking for some relief from the heat, you may find it, but the humidity is going to stick around, so not a night to open up the windows. We're in the low 70s in Julian, 70 in Pine Valley, upper 60s to low 70s along the coastline. Very shallow marine layer is expected to kind of move on shore overnight tonight and then burn off tomorrow morning. Now, this is the interesting part of the forecast that I really want you to pay attention to. You'll remember a couple of nights ago, there was a complex of showers and thunderstorms that moved out of southwestern Arizona into Imperial County, San Diego County, making it all the way downtown, bringing showers and thunderstorms. That was part of what we call an MCV, or a small scale low pressure system. There is some guidance tonight that a similar scenario could try to play out. Very low confidence in this. These things are extremely tough to forecast because they're such small scale weather features, but I just want you to keep in mind there could be another round of thunderstorms. It's a low chance right now, 10 to 20% chance of a round of showers and thunderstorms moving through tonight, Imperial County, San Diego County. But if they develop, they could be on the strong side, just like we saw a couple of nights ago. Let's get into Sunday, and mid-morning tomorrow, you're going to notice some high clouds. This is kind of interesting. I think the more cloud cover we see during the morning hours tomorrow, that could kind of inhibit any convection or thunderstorm activity during the afternoon. If we break out in some sunshine by mid to late afternoon, then I think we're off to the races with some thunderstorms. So here's around 4:30, futurecast depicting some strong thunderstorms over the mountains here, even a couple of showers spreading westward into the valley. So spots like Santee, La Mesa, could see a couple of raindrops tomorrow afternoon. And then as soon as we lose the sun goes down, we also lose the instability. Let's do this all over again on Monday, shall we? So Monday, I think we're going to have a little more sunshine. That means more instability to work work with, and check out what happens as we get into Monday afternoon and Monday evening. More showers and storms pop. I think on Monday specifically, they'll be more confined to, say, southern Imperial County, so Brawley, El Centro, Mexicali. You could get some heavy amounts of rainfall. And again, a lot of the times without a forcing mechanism, these storms pop up and then they kind of fizzle out pretty quickly. But when they do pop up, they can bring heavy rain, gusty winds, and frequent lightning. Tuesday looks like the best day for us in terms of thunderstorm chances area-wide. So here's 12:30. We can have one round of showers and thunderstorms moving potentially over the mountains, again, spreading westward into the valleys. And then as we get through, let's say 3, 4, 5 o'clock on Tuesday, peak daytime heating, more showers and thunderstorms pop up. Again, some of those could be strong and can't even rule out a severe storm or two. So it's now looking like Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday will be active days here around Southern California. How much rainfall are we talking about between now and the next 3 days? Kind of depends on where you are. Obviously, the mountains are going to be the jackpot here, anywhere from about 1/4 of an inch up to 1/2 of an inch. If we get a locally stronger storm, some rainfall totals could be a little higher than that, maybe 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and isolated flooding will be a concern. You might be asking yourself, when is the heat finally going to break? Well, let's look at the big pattern here, and we're going to go way out in time. So let's go through this weekend. Notice that ridge of high pressure kind of drops south, a little east. That's a great position for us for south to southeasterly flow to tap into monsoonal moisture. Then as we get into Wednesday, that ridge of high pressure shifts towards the east, so it's over the southeast. Look what's developing off Northern California for the first time in a long time. It's an area of low pressure, and that low pressure system is going to bring in some cooler air for us as we get into the latter half of this upcoming week. So Thursday into Friday, it's going to feel a lot better, but unfortunately, long-term guidance, we're talking late August, that ridge of high pressure does try to move back in. So it's a busy 7-day forecast here for us in San Diego County between the heat and the thunderstorms. Here's our coastal 7-day. Humid on Sunday, 82 on Monday, and humid, 20% chance of a shower or thunderstorm both Monday and Tuesday, as some of those roll out of the mountains, potentially into the valleys, a rumble possible along the coastline. And then there's that cool off we talked about back into the 70s as that low pressure system approaches us from the west. In the valleys, a 20% chance of showers and storms again Monday and Tuesday. Your high temperatures will be in the upper 80s to low 90s for us. Heat advisory does expire tomorrow night. And look at the relief to come. Thursday, 82, Friday, 83. Overnight lows are going to dip back into the 60s for us. That'll feel great. And then in the mountains, this is where we have the most unsettled forecast. So 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms on Sunday. Same with Monday. And then 40% chance on Tuesday. That's when I expect the most scattered to possibly widespread thunderstorm activity. Again, some of those could be strong, maybe severe with wind gusts 58 miles per hour or greater briefly. We dry out for Wednesday and temperatures go down. We're talking lower 80s. So that's going to feel nice. And then finally in the deserts and Imperial County, there is that low chance, 10% chance of a thunderstorm tomorrow morning. Again, it's conditional on if that MCV, small scale low pressure system, develops. I've added the chance in there just in case so you're not caught off guard. Otherwise, 112 for an afternoon high on Sunday, 110 on Monday with a pop-up thunderstorm possible. Your rain chances in Imperial County are up to 30% on Tuesday, low chance again on Wednesday, and then a very needed cooling trend Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Low triple digits, overnight lows going to be back in the mid 80s. Have a great rest of your Saturday afternoon. Get outside, head to the beach, and enjoy the nice weather. It's warm, it's humid, but at least it's sunny.